આવેલા પેલામાં પેલું બી જોઈ લઈએ ને આપણે હું આવે પેલી મારી પાસે
Yes, sir.
Wait for 2 minutes. We can join now, or we can start the program now.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay, sir.
Students are joining from their induction program link to in this program. So we wait for 2 minutes, then we can start the program.
Naresh.
Yes, sir. We can
Yeah.
start now.
So no. Yeah, I am available. You can start whenever you want. Huh? So I'm just available. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. Within
Fe-
1 minute we can start, sir.
It's up to you. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. Sir, we can start the program now.
Okay. Let's start.
Respected Dr. Nitin Padiyar, sir, Assistant Professor at IIT Gandhinagar and Art of Living teacher. Respected Principal Dr. S.R. Joshi, sir, dear faculty members and my dear students. Very good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Professor N.R. Waghela, Head of the Department, Chemical Engineering Department, College-Bharuch. Today's topic for expert lecture is clarity in mind, purity in heart, and sincerity in action. Is it reality, spirituality, or both? So, I request our principal, Dr. S.R. Joshi, sir, so kindly welcome our today's expert, Dr. Nitin Padiyar, sir.
Thank you, Professor Waghela, sir. Padiyar sir might be knowing that as per AICTE guidelines, every year, whenever first year students enter into the institute, am I audible clearly?
Correct.
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, as per AICTE guidelines, we do have induction program for the first year student so that they don't get any cultural shock or other kind of shock, and they adjust themselves into the new institute, which is the college environment, very easily, because till 12th science they were in a schooling environment. Now they are entering into the college environment. Maybe there may be a language problem, there may be a cultural problem. So intention is we should have a kind of bridge between the school and schooling environment and college environment. So with this idea, AICTE has devised induction program, and almost all university across India are following such kind of guidelines of AICTE. Because this year is a very special in the form in the context of the COVID-19. We are facing steep challenges, and as a result of that, this induction program is squeezed into a week only. So, as per the university guideline, few different activity we are conducting, and as a part of it, we have invited Professor Nitin Padiyar of Chemical Engineering Department of IIT Gandhinagar. I congratulate Waghela sir for inviting him. I am sure that he is a very enthusiastic person and very knowledgeable and very mature person. I am sure the first year students will get something out of this webinar. Because I am addressing the first year student for the first time, I welcome all first year students uh, as a head of institute. Just to introduce myself, dear students, my name is Dr. S.R. Joshi. I have joined here in June 2020 only. Very recently, I have joined this institute. I assure you, and I will ensure also, that for your 4 years, you will get maximum benefit and you will be a very good product of GEC Bharuch. I appeal to all of you that you all also put your all efforts by heart so that our common objective of producing good engineers is fulfilled. I heartily welcome Professor Nitin Padiyar. I have read his introduction. He is passed out from LD Engineering in 2000. Sir, I was there from December 19 working at LD Engineering College. So I don't know whether we might have met there. But I'm very happy to see that the system in which you have studied and you are ready to contribute to the same system from a higher position as a faculty in IIT. Sir, very nice gesture. And the topic which you have selected for our student is also very nice. It's very, very useful. And as far as the first year students are concerned, it is very much relevant. Very, very useful. So I again warmly welcome into the webinar of first year students of GC Bharuch. Sir, thank you very much that you have joined and you have given your precious time. I am sure your time is very valuable. You must be engaged in too many activities as a faculty in IIT, but though you have spared your time, so thanks for that also. Thank you very much, Professor Waghela.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I introduce Dr. Nitin Padiyar, sir. Sir is an assistant professor at IIT Gandhinagar since 2009. After graduating from chemical engineering at LDCE, he completed his master from IIT Kharagpur and PhD from IIT Bombay, having a 17 years of research experience in academic as well as in corporate environment. Dr. Padiyar has obtained Ambuja Young Scientist Award in 2004 and received prestigious Indo-US Research Fellowship Award in 2010. He is faculty for conducting meditation and breathing techniques from Art of Living organizations founded by Sri Ravi Shankar Maharaj for last 6 years. So without wasting much time, I welcome Dr. Nitin Padiyar, sir. Kindly start the talk.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor Joshi and Professor Naresh Waghela. Am I properly audible, Naresh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for your nice introduction, warm introduction. It just reminds me that just 20 years back, I had completed my BE in Chemical Engineering LD College. So it's just 20 years completed. So, before this talk, I was just thinking that in last 20 years, after completing my undergrad study, what has contributed me the most in my professional life? Yeah. So as Professor Waghela mentioned that I got a couple of awards and few international journal publications. So I have reasonably achieved in my professional career. So when I was looking at my 20 years of journey, I thought that what is it that is contributing the most? And then I realized that these are the three things which I just mentioned in my topic. And what are those? Yeah, those are clarity in mind, purity in heart, and sincerity in action. Yeah. So this looks quite philosophical, but I want to convey that it is actually practical as well. And today, in this next 40 minutes or 40 or 50 minutes of time, that is what I intend that if you can think that, yes, it's practical, then the job is done. Yeah, my job is done. So these three things, looking so big, clarity in mind, purity in heart, sincerity in action. Yeah. So Let's take one by one each one of them one by one, and let's try to explore a little bit more, and then let us integrate at the end of the talk everything put together. Right? So let's take one by one. So let's take, for example, clarity in mind. Yeah. So I just want to emphasize that you must have passed. I just want to double check that am I properly audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometimes there is a problem. That is why I asked. Huh? Okay. So I just want to ask one question. That in a traffic area, very much traffic area, traffic jam area, do you usually take more time to pass through the same traffic area during the traffic time, or you take less time? Obviously, you take more time, right? So I just want to recall the incident that I was studying at IIT Bombay, and this was during 2004 or 5. Passing from one gate to the other outside the road, it used to take about 1 hour of time in the evening, 6 o'clock. So the reason is only traffic. It was too much traffic, right? And because of that, it used to take so much of time. But the same, 1 kilometer of journey, it used to take only 10 minutes of time in the at the night at 10 o'clock or so, right? So the only difference between these two incidents, traveling at 6 o'clock and traveling at night 10 o'clock, the only difference is there was more traffic in the evening 6 o'clock, and in the night there was no traffic. Yeah. So this is quite analogous. If you recall from your own experience, this is quite analogous to what is happening in our mind. Can you recall that when you start studying, so many thoughts come up? Suppose if you want to start studying mathematics, you start thinking so much about, will I score good or not? Will I be able to complete this topic or not? Do I understand properly or not? Will I be able to convey to my teacher whether I have grasped the topic or not? Whether my friends are doing well or not? Whether I'll be able to play some sports or not? So many things, so many thoughts, they just pop up, keep on popping up in our mind. Yes or no? Isn't it your experience also? Yes? Has it occurred? So because of that, yeah. So this is nothing but traffic jam. So many thoughts. But you want to do only one thing, right? You just want to study mathematics or any other subject, XYZ subject, right? So you want to do one thing, but there are so many other thoughts. And because of that, there is traffic jam, right? And that is why what happens? We usually take so much of time to understand the same thing that we would have understood in very little time. Has it occurred with you, all students? Even in your 10 plus 2, 12th class, yeah, you might have observed that when there are so many things going on in your mind, the thing that you could have studied in half an hour, you would have taken 2 hours of time. Yeah, જે વસ્તુ અડધી કલાકમાં આપણે સમજાઈ જઈને સ્ટડી કરી શકીએ, એ જ વસ્તુ અપ્રોક્સિમેટલી 2 કલાક, અઢી કલાક, ક્યારેક 3 કલાક લાગી જતી હોય છે. Right? Why? Because there are so many unwanted thoughts going on. There is so much of traffic jam, right? And that is why there is no clarity whether I should go ahead, whether I should go back, whether I should go this side or that side. Yeah. So the root cause of not having focus is the lack of clarity. That is because of so many unwanted thoughts. Yeah. So we got to know the problem, that why there is less clarity because of traffic jam, because of so many thoughts. The question is how to get rid of it. Yes. Does it make sense? Is it a relevant question? Yeah. I will tell you the solution at the end. Okay. All right. So this is the first thing, no? The second, purity in heart. See, you might have observed that you may have very good friend. You might have started your friendship very nicely. Yeah. So 2 or 3 friend circle of maybe 4 or 5 people, or maybe just 2 friends. Yeah. Slowly your friendship goes closer and closer, and you become fast friends. Both are friends bani gaya. But then you might observe that, as the time progresses, time jai che, what happens? The reality comes in front of you, and you start seeing so many other faults in the other person, right? You might see that, oh, he's so sharp in his study, and immediately you start getting jealous. Have you observed like that? Right? Somebody, your friend might be, playing pranks with you. ये मस्ती करता हो. But then suddenly, if it keeps on happening so many times frequently, then you start getting irritated and you become angry. Yes. So when the friendship started, it was pure, it was nice friendship. But then as the time passes by, what happens? You become jealous for some reason or the other. He or she might be playing better sports, or he or she might be doing very well in his or her study, or anything you may like at the beginning. But then slowly, when you are competing with him or her, then you become jealous, you become angry, you become irritated, yeah, you become nervous. Yeah. So when the friendship started, it was all good. But then when the time passed by, then suddenly you start feeling those negative emotions. Has it occurred with you? Yes, no? Yes? Yeah. So even from all the students also, you are free to comment. You can unmute yourself and you can comment, or you can write in the chat box. I don't know how to access chat box here. Yeah, I can see that. So you can write something in the chat box if you wish, if you feel so. All right. So and this is true not only in friendship, in any relation. To begin with, it's nice relation, nice cordial relation, and then when the time passes by, in any relation, all these emotions pop up, and many times they overwhelm. Yeah, and they overwhelm, and that is why that dictates your relationship, that dictates your state of the mind. Yeah. Now tell me one thing, that we typically call this as emotional garbage. Jealousy and anger and irritation and nervousness, and these are all called emotional garbage. Why? See, there is an analogy. Suppose in your house you might have one trash bag, no, dustbin. So every day you have some dust or some kachra, and you collect them in the dustbin, and every day you empty it and you give it to that safai wala person, right? What happens if you decide to keep that garbage and decorate your room or house with that garbage? Or you try to analyze that which garbage is more? There is more sabzi wala kachra, or there is more dhul wala kachra? Do you start analyzing that? You don't do that, right? When there is garbage, you just empty it and then you keep it again, so that if there is more garbage, you dump into it. You don't try to analyze too much of garbage, right? Also, you don't decorate your house with that garbage, right? કચરાથી આપણે ઘર ના સજાવીએ ક્યારે. Similarly, કચરાને આપણે બહુ એનાલિસિસ ના કરીએ કે આ કયો કચરો છે, ક્યાંથી આવ્યો છે, હવે શું કરશું, તે કરશું. So we just empty it. Do you do like that? Yes. But what do we do when there is emotional garbage? Have you observed that we play with the emotional garbage? अरे उसने मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोला? Why he or she didn't smile at me? Right? This is what we keep on asking, and we waste our energy and time so much into it. Have you observed like this? Yeah? Suppose if your friend gives you 10 compliments, but only one insult, what will you remember the most? You will remember the insult, right? And remember that with that insult, if you remember, and you go to the classroom and you attend the class lectures, and Professor Waghela, he keeps on teaching, and your attention is on to the insult that was made by the friend. How about that? Not a wise idea, right? You will completely lose your present. that has so much to offer to you, right? So when there is physical garbage, we are so smart that we just empty it, we don't analyze it. But when there is emotional garbage, when there is mental garbage, we are yet to learn that how to empty that garbage, how to get rid of that garbage, how to eliminate that garbage, right? See, all over the place, either in school or home, with our parents and friends, they always tell you that don't be angry, don't be jealous, don't feel irritated, don't feel low, don't feel depressed. Yeah, but how has anybody told that is so effective and easily doable, that how to get, how to be, how to get rid of the jealousy, how to get rid of anger? Nobody has taught that, right? So that is why, it is astonishing that in Europe, 40% of the teachers in Europe are taking anti-depression medicine, right? 40%. That figure was old few years back. It must be more, I guess, right? Now imagine that 40% teachers are taking anti-depression medicine. They are under depression. What message they will pass to the next generation, right? And that is why you see a pattern in this at this time, that WHO, World Health Organization, they have suggested that after this lockdown period, that there is very large increase in number of depression cases, anxiety cases, and that will take a big toll in life, in the population. Yeah. So of course, when this dictates, it affects our education life, our professional life, and so on, right? So it needs some attention, right? So if we know how to deal with our emotions properly, then we can retain the same friendship which we had started with, or we can maintain the same relationship that we had started with, right? And we can maintain our purity in the heart. Our heart does not get distorted. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, with these few emotions, negative emotions, our heart gets distorted. Emotions get distorted, right? So this is purity in heart. The question is how to maintain that, how to get rid of these emotions. So again, I will give you the solution at the end, right? Okay. So this was the second thing. First thing was clarity in mind. Second is purity in heart. Third is sincerity in action. See what happens that you might have heard this word a lot, the word called stress. Have you heard? Stress or tension. Very obvious, no? Nowadays, it was not that popular 30 years back. In last few years, it has become very popular, tension and stress. No? So, one of the definitions, or maybe one of the definitions of stress, or one of the reasons for the stress is too much of work to do, too little time, and low energy. That causes the stress. This is the reason why we get stressed, right? Again, too much of work, less time, and less energy, right? See, when there is no work, do you get tension? You don't get tension, right? So when the work is too much, you get tension, you get stressed. But, I tell you one fact. All those who are faculty, Professor Vaghela and Professor Joshi, they might agree that the work they had to do 30 years back, 20 years back, it was nothing. Now the work has increased to a great extent, right? So when we were at your age, of course, we had less work, but then slowly it started increasing. What I mean to say is that there is no escape from the work. Work only keeps on increasing. So eliminating work is not an option. That means not doing work is not a good option. You have to do, I mean, if you have come to chemical engineering, you have come to civil engineering, computer engineering, you have to complete your study. You have to learn the topics, you have to learn the concepts, you have to give the exams, you have to earn the grades and take the degree. You have to work, right? You have to do experiments and, you know, learn the subjects and so on. There is no escape from that. If you are a teacher, you have to teach. You have to do some administration work. You have to do some research, right? There is no escape from that. And in every other profession, we have to do our job. So not doing work is not an option, right? Second, time. So if we have too little time, then also we get stressed. Suppose there is some work to do and I have a very large amount of time. You don't get stressed. Stress nahi hota, right? So when the time is less, then there is stress. But guess what? There is the same 24 hours of time with everyone. Everyone has 24 hours of time. Yeah. The president has the same time, 24 hours. And the fruit seller also has the same time, 24 hours. Peon also has the same time. Yeah. So we cannot play with the time. Only we can manage our schedule a little bit and then we can do some time management. But otherwise, we have the same time, 24 hours. In that, approximately 8 hours of sleep, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, couple of hours for food, few hours for, you know, just freshen up and so on. Effectively 8 to 10 hours, approximately 10 hours of time is the time that you can work for. Okay? You can stretch a little bit more to 12 hours. So somewhere between 8 to 12 hours of time is the time that you can spend for your work. Yes or no? Effectively, આપણે 8 થી 12 કલાક સુધી આપણે કામ કરી શકીએ. Yes or no? Yeah. But we cannot increase the time beyond that. Yeah. Sometimes, yes. So we cannot reduce work, we cannot reduce time. The only option that is left is the energy. Yeah. See, have you observed that when you are very tired, then even small work also looks very big. Have you observed that? Yeah. When you are very tired in the evening after studying and then playing, and when you come back home your room, then you are so tired and you just want to get rest, or you just want to take some food or water, and somebody says that अरे यार ये chapter पढ़ना है, उसका कल exam है. You said not now, tomorrow. Has it occurred like this in your life? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happens that when the energy is low, then everything looks very difficult. Yeah. The moment it looks difficult, it becomes stressful. It gives you tension. Yeah. So energy is something we can play with. Of course, we can get the energy from the food and sleep, but there is one more, very profound source of energy. You might have seen that. See, when you are extremely relaxed, when you are very much relaxed and very happy, how much ever you work, you don't get tired. Have you observed that? Suppose you are very happy, something very nice that has occurred to you. Yeah, and you are so happy. How much ever you work, you don't get tired. Yes. If you don't get tired, you don't get tension. You don't get stressed. Yeah. So that happy and relaxed state of mind also is the source of energy. Does it make sense? Yeah. So we can skip time and work. We can play with this energy. We can increase the energy. We become fresh. We don't feel tired, and then you don't get stressed. Does it make sense? Yes. So these three things, purity in heart, sincerity in action, and clarity in mind. Yeah. So the idea is that how to get that relaxed and happy state of mind. If we get that, then the job is done. We can achieve all these three things. Yeah, and you will agree to me, maybe if not now, after a few years, and definitely those who are employees, faculties, they will agree to me that these three things are extremely essential in all the fields. If you want to progress in any field, these three things are extremely useful. Yes, does it make sense? Now the question is how to get that. How to get that? Yeah. So here there is a role of, now again, this may look very philosophical, but at least we have now understood that, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. If you get that happy and relaxed state of mind, then the job is done. You don't, all the three problems are solved, right? Question is how, right? So let me tell you one thing. The secret to achieve that state of mind is in the breath. Breath, what is so big in that? So you might have observed that, when you are very happy, what happens? Your incoming breath, your inhalation is very long. Have you observed that? Suppose you've seen some sunset or sunrise, then what happens? You take a long and deep breath in, right? Automatically your inhalation is more prominent. Yes. And when you are in the mode of regret, when you are regretful, right, you are grumbling, have you observed that your outgoing breath is very predominant? You say that, just let it go, leave it. Have you observed that? So what happens that when you're happy, your inhalation is long. When you are sad, your exhalation is long. When you're angry, what happens? Your breath is very fast. Right? So there is a nice and strong connection between your emotions and your breath. Do you see that? Right? So if your emotions change, your breathing pattern changes. Yeah? Yes? Make sense? There is a strong connection between the two. So all the time till now, we have seen only one-way connection, that emotion changes and our breathing pattern changes. But it will be wonderful if you can do the reverse. If you can play with the breath, can you change your emotions? Yes. If you can play with your breath, if you use some breathing technique, can you be happy at your will? Can you be angry at your will? The answer is yes. Yeah. If we learn some techniques, few techniques, breathing techniques, and I tell you that you can decide when to be happy, you can decide when to be energetic, you can decide when to be angry at your will. Isn't it amazing? So useful. Yeah. So if you don't want to be stressful, you can just not be stressful. It's possible. Make sense? Too philosophical, no? It's too like a fairy tale, right? એક જણા પરીની વાર્તા હોય એવું જ લાગે ને, right? But I tell you, it's possible. It's possible. You want to see that? You want to experience that now? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Sure,
so,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's not a fairy tale, it's reality. Yeah. So how do we realize that? With the help of breath. Okay. Some, breathing with awareness. Yeah. So for that, we will do, meditation for few minutes. We'll do meditation just for few minutes, maybe approximately 10 minutes of time. Okay. And we will see that what I'm saying actually makes sense. Whether I mean, you'll be able to tell me whether it makes sense or not. Yes. So for next 10 minutes of time, we'll do some meditation. Okay. Now, do you want to respond? What do you mean by meditation? By chat? Chat in channel meeting is only available for team members. Okay, so chat option is, I guess, only for the team members. I don't know whether you'll be able to respond over chat or not. All right, no problem. What we'll do, we will straight away go to meditation. Okay, so what is meditation? Yeah. Okay. So meditation is not focusing. Meditation is not concentration. Okay, meditation is not, watching a tiny point somewhere and then focusing onto that. No, that's not meditation. In fact, deconcentration is meditation. Right? So we'll not talk too much about meditation. We'll rather practice. We'll directly experience that. You want to all experience that? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So we will have a guided meditation. So I will give my instruction and you will follow that instruction as much as you can. Okay. So there are 3 rules we'll follow during this meditation. Very simple, not too fairy tale. What is it? We'll just sit relaxed wherever we are. No, you don't have to sit very straight and erect and so on. Just sit relaxed. Aram thi besu. And we'll keep our eyes closed when we start meditation. When I start giving instruction, we'll keep our eyes closed. Then the third is you have to follow my instructions as much as you can. Yeah. Suppose during the instruction you miss some audio or internet connection gets loosened, gets perturbed. Don't worry. Just keep your eyes closed and follow how much ever you can. Yeah. So that is what we will follow. Are you all ready? These 3? We'll keep our eyes closed. We'll sit relaxed and follow my instructions as much as we can. You don't have to put so much of effort. Very gentle attention and that's it. All ready? Everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So let's begin. Let's close our eyes. Let's close our eyes. आंखों बंद. And take a deep and long breathe in. And slowly breathe out. And become aware of all the sounds around us. The sound of a fan or AC. The sound of some people talking outside or nearby. Or the sound of any vehicle outside our building. Or any other sound that you can hear. આપણી આસપાસ જે કંઈ પણ અવાજ થતા હોય એના પ્રત્યે સજગ થઈ જઈશું. We'll become aware of it. Again, take a deep breath in and slowly out. very gently, without much effort, take your attention to your right leg. કોઈ પણ પ્રયત્ન વગર ધીરેથી આપણા જમણા પગને યાદ કરશું. એક ઊંડો શ્વાસ અંદર, deep breath in and slowly out. Take your attention to your left leg. ડાબા પગને યાદ કરશું. Deep breath in and slowly out. Abdominal, your abs, પેડું, stomach region, પેટ અને એની આસપાસનો વિસ્તાર. Deep breathe in and with a smile slowly breathe out. Chest, છાતી, right arm and right shoulder, left arm and left shoulder, again breathe in and slowly gradually breathe out. Throat, ગળું, face, ચહેરો, head, forehead, top of the head, and back of the head, આખું માથું. Take a deep breath in and with a smile slowly out. This body is a precious gift given by the nature to us. Let us respect and honor it. આ શરીર કુદરતથી દીધેલી એક અનમોલ ગિફ્ટ છે. એનો આપણે સન્માન કરીએ. Become aware of the thoughts in the mind. Whether good thoughts or bad thoughts, do not resist them. They'll come and go. આપણા મનમાં વિચારો આવતા હોય એના પ્રતિ ધ્યાન લઈ જઈએ. સારા કે ખરાબ વિચાર એને રોકશું નહીં, આવવા દેશું, જતા રહેશે. Take your attention to your feelings. Whether pleasant feeling or unpleasant feeling. Just become aware. You are peace and you are joy. Again, take your attention to your feelings. Feelings प्रति सजग થઈ જઈએ. Become aware of your thoughts. વિચારોથી સજગ થઈ જઈએ. Become aware of your body. પોતાના શરીરને યાદ કરી લઈએ. આપણી આસપાસ થતા અવાજો પ્રત્યે સજગ થઈ જઈએ. Let's become aware of all the sounds around us. Become aware of your body and surroundings. Take a deep breath in. And with his mind, slowly breathe out. Becoming aware of your body and surroundings. Whenever you feel complete, you can slowly open your eyes. ધીરે ધીરે પોતાનો સમય લેતા લેતા આંખો ખોલી શકે છે. Taking your own time, you may slowly open your eyes. Good? Good? Okay? Bad? How's it? Hmm?
Yes, sir, it was effective.
It is
Yes,
good?
sir.
Students, did you feel good?
Yes, sir, it was effective.
Yes, sir.
Now we are
Okay.
feeling relaxed.
Very relaxed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, now when our mind is happy and relaxed, now you might observe that there are less number of doubts. The traffic jam is quite less in the mind. Do you observe that?
Yes, sir.
There is more clarity. Whatever you want to do right now, there is less obstacles in your mind. Yeah. Now you are not perturbed too much with the other emotions, negative emotions. So your heart is also at right location, pure. Right? And now whatever you'll do it very sincerely. Yeah. So there will be sincerity in action. Make sense? Yes? Good?
Yes.
Okay. So uh, of course, you will see that for next few hours of time, you can compare your daily time, the similar time versus today's time. You will see that there is some difference. Now you're at you're at peace, and you can do everything very relaxed in a relaxed manner. But this is just a trailer. Okay. If you really want to learn and master over whatever I have given you these techniques, if you just want to master over it, you have to you can attain one program, 4 days of program. Okay, I just want to give little bit about that. I want to give a little bit idea about that, so that whenever at your will you want to do that, you have that option open with you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and just I want to share the 2-slide PPT. Yeah. So this Art of Living was founded by His Holiness Shri Shri Ravi Shankar. He was he is Bharat Padma Vibhushan in India, and he has got I guess 3 awards, highest civilian awards in 3 different countries because of his contribution in those countries. So this technique that you've learned, there are many such techniques which are very effective. And the name of that particular program is Online Meditation and Breath Workshop. Yeah, during this lockdown period, we are doing that online. Yeah. So if you just click onto that, you will see a link, and you'll be able to see a lot of detail. Okay, I'm going to share this PPT with you, and you can just browse that. You can sign up and you can browse that, and you'll be able to register for that particular program. I tell you that you must do it, right? So for being a complete student, I like this quote that just be in the simple and innocent state of I don't know. Yeah, many times what happens that when we don't know, it is typically associated with a lot of frustration that I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, but just be in an innocent state of I don't know, and then you'll learn in an authentic manner. Hmm? Okay. This program was attended by many throughout this world in 159 countries. Just 4 examples I'm putting in Google and WHO, World Health Organization, and in United Nations and IBM and many other organizations and colleges in India and abroad and so on. Yeah, if you are interested, just open this link and go through that. You'll get it, and you can do research on your own as well. Yeah, I have crossed 4:10. I'm done. If there is any question, I'll be able to take it. Yeah, Naresh, I'm done.
Yes.
And
Students,
if there is any question, I'll be able to take it.
those
If there
who
is
have
time,
any
of course.
students, you can directly ask the questions. If you have any questions, you can directly ask to the sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
हम जब मेडिटेशन करते हैं और आंख बंद करते हैं, फिर जब आंख खोलने के टाइम पे दोनों हाथ घिस के आंख पे स्पर्श करते हैं आंखों पे, तो उसके पीछे क्या रीजन?
Yeah, you can just feel that warmth that is there in your palms, no? So હાથમાં જે warmth જે છે એને just feel કરી શકાય. It is not very necessary. I mean, if you want to do it, you do it. Meditation is more important than this, these actions. But there is nothing wrong in it. You can rub your hands and you can feel the warmth and you can feel just cozy about it. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Was it helpful? Was it useful? Interesting? No? Yes? Everyone?
Yes, sir. Very
Yes,
useful.
sir. Very.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
good,
Very
huh?
helpful. Very helpful.
Very good. Very good. Huh? Just see that you attend this workshop. I tell you, it is extremely useful. Okay? Naresh, you can send this PPT to all the students.
Okay, sure, sir.
Okay, Naresh, you want to share your experience? You have attended this program, no, Naresh?
Yes, sir.
You want to share your experience?
Dear students, the meditation and breathing technique, just sir has given only the few minutes meditation technique. In programs, there is a lots of meditation techniques and the basic Sudarshan Kriya that is given in that program, and really it's very wonderful and really it's pure સ્ટેટ ઓફ માઇન્ડ જે સરે જે વાત કરી કે અને જે આજના ટોપિકનો હાર્ટ છે તે ક્લિયરિટી ઇન માઇન્ડ. Presently you have unclear thoughts. In the real current situations we have lots of emotional garbage and unclear thoughts, and there is no sincerity in the actions, and we have stress due to this current pandemic situation. By using meditation techniques and by using the Sudarshan Kriya, you have clear thoughts and you can clearly dump all the emotional garbage. You become a very clear and very relaxed and state of mind, and you are very sincere about your actions, and you become a peaceful mind.
Yeah.
So it's very wonderful experience. It's my personal experience of breathing techniques.
Yeah. You don't have to do only with me. When you open that link, no, there are so many options that one is going over here and one is in Delhi, one is elsewhere. You can register to any such program, any of these programs, and you can attend it online. Okay. Okay. So if there is no question, I'm done. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any
Yeah.
So, regarding the clarity of mind, purity in heart, and sincerity in actions. So it's really wonderful, knowledgeable sessions for the students. So I really thankful for sparing the valuable time, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure.
Hello. Hello. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And I especially thanks to our principal,
Thank you,
sir,
sir.
for giving their valuable, giving the opportunity to organize this expert talk. And a special thanks to our today's experts also. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Now we can end the session so the students can join the other lectures, the regular routine work lecture. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Now we can end the session.
Oh. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Soraya.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, sir. Kan ya? Hello. Hello, hello.
हेलो सर क्या गया
Hello, hello. लेक्चर चाहिए पढ़ी गई भाई हेलो हेलो
હેલો, કોઈ સર છે ભાઈ? ભાઈ સર ભણાવતા કેમ નથી? लेक्चर फ्री है?
लेक्चर है कि नहीं है अभी? हेलो,
वही तो मैं पूछ रहा हूँ भैया।
सब लोग लेफ्ट कर रहे हैं। लेक्चर है कि नहीं है? नहीं, नहीं चल रहा।
दूसरी लिंक होगी, देख देख दूसरी लिंक होगी।
दूसरे लिंक नहीं आई है कोई भी।
यही है।
यही वाली होगी है। लेक्चर है कि नहीं है वो पता नहीं।
है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम में फिर से जाओ, चालू कर दिया है पढ़ाना।
भाई मैकेनिकल वाला लिंक मोकलो जी।
हेलो,
हेलो,
हेलो, कोई सुन सकता है मुझे? આ લિંક આને ક્લોઝ કરી દો, આ મીટિંગ માંથી રિમૂવ થઈ જાઓ અને બીજી લિંક આવેલી છે વોટ્સએપ ગ્રુપમાં, અથવા તો આપણી જૂની લિંક છે ને એમાંથી સ્ટાર્ટ કરો મીટિંગ, એટલે લેક્ચર સરનો ચાલુ જ છે અત્યારે.
पर सर लिंक નથી આવી।
हेलो 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 कैसे? भाई इसमें लेक्चर नहीं चल रहा है, आप दूसरी जो स्क्रीन में से ओपन करो। हेलो,
कौन सी?
स्क्रीन में से ओपन करो, सुबह वाली सुबह में किया था वो।
ओके ओके।